A disappointing season for the LSU Tigers concludes in the Texas Bowl as the Houston Cougars await. These are my previews and predictions for the Texas Bowl between the Houston Cougars and the LSU Tigers. Hello, everyone. My name is Lucas Hill here at the Southern Sports Scene. Make sure you all do us a favor. Hit the like, share, and subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell notifications so that you are notified every time we go live. Post a new short here on the Southern Sports Scene. As always, thank you to our good friends over at none other than First. Going over to frostbuddy.com. Use the promo S 15% first purchase. Also, nutrition to get started on your fitness journey for 2026. And why not start it off with a nice cup of coffee? And why not do it with 20 grams of protein, 1 gram of sugar, and 1 gram of fat in your coffee? Going over to click the link below to get 10% off. The Houston Cougars coming off of 1 year after a 4-8 season. What a turnaround they made. Turning it into a 9-3 season, and boy, was that impressive, man. I mean, just an impressive turnaround that they had. Austin Armstrong, Slade Nagel, and everyone in between came together and got a massive turnaround out there in Houston, man, and it was very impressive to say the least. And what a turnaround it was, going from a 4 to a 9-win season out there at the University. Connor Wigman, what a difference that he made this year, coming back after losing his starting spot over at Texas A&M. He transfers over to Houston, and he creates a whole new dynamic to his game. He became a mobile quarterback. And that was a part of his game that he did not really unleash. Even at Texas, he didn't really see him run the football a whole lot, even with he was injured. You know, we didn't really get to see that a lot. And in 3 games, he's run for over 100 yards. I thought last game of the season was his best one. 121 round and had through the air. We have incredible games through the air, man, and he's done a really good job of utilizing his feet. And he's going to have to do that against this LSU defense. That's one of the best in college football. But they're going to lose a lot through the portal. Monster Delane is gone. Whit Weeks is gone. Harold Perkins is gone. You're going to lose A.J. Halsey. So there's going to be a lot of young guys out there playing in that football game. So it's going to be DJ Pickett that's going to get a lot of playing time this weekend. Devon Keys, Paul Mabanga, all those guys are going to get some playing time. Some that really didn't get a whole lot this year. They're certainly going to get some playing time at the end of the year this year when it matters most. It's been a completely disappointing season for LSU, to say the least. You know, that's a top 10 team starting off, got to number 3 in the nation, started 5-0 to start the season, got some decent wins, to say the least, and then pretty much just really started started 4-0 to start the year, ended up losing 5 of their final 8 games. Pretty embarrassing how the season ended up for them after such a promising start. But offensively, they have not been in a rhythm whatsoever, and it's just been a disaster. You don't have an answer at quarterback. I like Mike Van Buren, but, man, the way that this offense has been moving, it's been very disappointing, to say the least. And part of that's been because of your personnel that you have. Another part of it has been because of play calling. When you have an inefficient play caller at the helm, things like that happen. When you have missed opportunities to knock off Oklahoma, and a lot of people expected you to get your teeth kicked in, that wasn't the case because you were able to keep it competitive, and realistically, you did a really good job of being able to slow the tempo down that Oklahoma wanted to play well, turnovers and nearly take advantage of them. But the only problem is that you gave the other team the football right back when you forced turnovers of your own. It's what happens with games like this. And that Oklahoma game sucks, man, when you have interceptions like that. When you have a turnover on downs and the best you can amass is a field goal. When you have an interception and you finally take advantage of it. But you didn't create any decent drive whatsoever. You allowed for a team to go right down the field and you allowed for big plays to be created. You gave up a lot down the stretch. And I was very high on that defense early on. And I thought DBU was back. And for a good bit, it really is. AJ Halsey and Mansour Delane are two guys that I think are going to be top 50 guys. Mansour Delane is going to be a top 15 draft pick. AJ Halsey, we'll see what happens in the Senior Bowl. Hard-hitting safety, dude. But this is a young team. And this is a team that's going to lose a lot with Lane Kiffin coming in to town next year. And offensively, you have issues. And the only thing if you can say if you're an LSU fan is that thank God it'll be over by the time we get to the end of the game this coming weekend. Because you are tired of this. You are sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired. And you're ready for rest and you're ready for relaxation just to get ready for baseball season. This is one of those games that you're just ready to say, okay, get this thing over with. Whether you get to 8 wins or whether you sit at 7-6. It's the end of one era and the Lane train begins after that game. So line in this one, Houston is the 1.5 point favorite against the Tigers. I think Houston is going to find a way to cover in this one. LSU's biggest struggle and Blake Baker's biggest struggle has been mobile quarterbacks. The struggle continues this year, unfortunately, for LSU. But let me know what you guys think in the section below. Does LSU manage to pull off a win? Let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching us. You guys are the best. Y'all have a great rest of the week. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all don't stress. And we'll see you soon. See y'all then.